Okay, oh my gosh. So I have been reading Girls with Bad Reputations, and this book is like, I'm not much of a romance reader. Like, I have read romance, but I'm not like into romance like that. And this romance, I don't know. I don't know if it's me being able to relate with one of our main characters, Kayla, but also being related to our other main character, Ty or Tyrell. Like, I don't know. Okay, and I've hit my vape probably like 5, 6 times right now. I've hotboxed under a blanket, and honestly, this is just my highest semi review of the book. I'm not done with it, but I feel like I will be done by the end of this weekend. I know for sure today is Sunday, February 22nd. I picked this book up on Tuesday. Yeah, I picked this book up last Tuesday, and I finished Parable of the Sewer first last week. I got through that last week, and then I picked this up officially like on Friday. I have been flying through this book, y'all. I have been flying through this book. This book is so good. Like, when I tell you, I feel for every single one of the characters. I'm talking, like, Kayla is a drummer in a rock band, and she and her band are like up and coming. They're going on festivals, they're coming out with an album, like everything like that. But she also has a past life that no one in her band knows about. Well, they just found out about like in chapter 30 something. So she just told them about her past life, and she's really debating if she wants to stay with the band or walk away, because she knows if it comes out about her being in the band, it could ruin her life outside the band, which is like her family and all that. Tyrell also has a past. Like, his past is not great either. He's went through some criminal things that it really wasn't his fault. He really didn't do, but it tampered his reputation of going to school. He's a huge book nerd. He wears kilts. They are just, to me, the coolest people I've ever met. I don't know what it is, but they both are just like the coolest people. They both have their own style, their own fashion, their own attitude, their own everything. And they're just drawn together. One, because they're both readers. Like, she had to grow up being very into education. So they're both huge readers. Him a little bit more than her. But they both have the same taste of music, which is like rock music, because they just establish this connection with things that are so different. And that's what I love so much about this book, is like, they're so different with kind of like their past lives, but they managed to intertwine their past lives into who they are today, and they made it their own, and they made it edgy. And that's what I love about the book. But it's also their connections they have, like, with each other, with Kayla and her bandmates, with Ty and his grandfather and his dad. It it is just amazing how much you have these relationships with people, whether it be with your family or whether it be with your friends. And that's what I love more. It's like, yes, Kayla has a good relationship with like her family per se, more so her dad than her mom, but she had a really close relationship with her brother. And to see how much she misses just having a connection with people on the same level as her is so good to watch, because you see both of them want love, both of them want to just be accepted. At the end of the day, just be accepted that this is who they are, and they're so unapologetically themselves that people automatically accept them for who they really are. It's like I said, this book has just really had me drawn from really probably the beginning of the book, just with her and her brother and their relationship they have with each other, and just being able to be themselves even though the family that they are in is so prestigious. And they understand that and accept it, and they're part of it, but they also know that there's a completely different life that they want to be a part of, and it's hard because they're trying. And it's like they both want to please their parents, but then at the same time they want to please their parents in their kind of way. They still want to achieve things in life, but just not the way their parents want them to achieve things, which I can relate so much to that. And I think that's another thing that's drawn me in so much is Kayla and her mom in their relationship. I can relate to that so much. You want to please your parents so much that you sometimes do lose track of who you want to be and who you have become as an adult, because a lot of our parents still look at us as if we're 10 years old when we're 20, 30 years old. So I just get it, and I can't wait to read her first book. It's The Girl with Stars in Her Eyes, I believe is what it's called. So I can't wait to read that. That's actually the first book, and this was the second one. But I ended up picking my second one just because, I don't know, it just drew me in more when I saw it, because I saw both at the library. But I ended up just keeping the second one. And now I'm really excited to read the first one. I don't think it's one of those where you have to read the first one in order to understand the second one, because we're following, it seems like, a completely different life story here. But I'm really excited to read the first one, which I probably will read after their Vicious Oaths, because that's the other book I picked up from the library the other day. And I want to get through that because it's been on my TBR and it's something I really want to get into. But I just wanted to come and do a quick review on what I've been reading, and I'm excited to finish it. I'm going to try to do a full month wrap up, because I have read some pretty good books. Like, I have got through some books this month that I'm really excited about. If I can hit 3 books a month, that'll be fine with me. I will be fine with reading 3 books a month, because it at least gave me some type of accomplishment. That's 3 weeks, a book each week, and 1 week where I can just chill to get back into that reading mode where I don't feel like I'm overdoing it and I'm over exhausted from reading. But yes, that's my review on that. Like I said, I've had a few hits of my vape and before I did the review, so I'm feeling good. I wanted to give my highest review real quick while it was still fresh in my mind, while I can still articulate exactly what I'm trying to say, which is what I love about consuming so much. Is like when I want to come on here and do a review, my mind just goes. But when I get a little feel good in me, I feel like I can talk all day about books, and I don't feel like I will mess up or miss a beat on what I'm trying to get across that's up here on here. So I'll be back with more, I promise. Thank you guys for staying patient with me. Deuces.